Heartstrings is the movie I'm reviewing today. Welcome guys, and this movie is on Stephanie Toom TV. Hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. Yeah, a quick recap of this movie. It talks about a single father who has been single for years after the death of his wife and decided to enter a new relationship, finding this woman and falling in love, but the daughter was on his neck, refusing to allow the father to fall in love, in the excuse that the father is trashing her mom's memory. Yeah, basically. So talking about how single parents struggle to enter a new relationship or new marriage. Pretty much that's what this movie is about. What I like about this movie, let me talk about the actors. I'm talking about Anthony Woode. A lot of people have expressed surprise to see that Anthony Woode is good actor. I have been singing praises of Anthony Woode since I started this channel, so I'm surprised a lot of people are not catching up to the fact that Anthony Woode is a very good actor. I keep saying that this man or this guy, if you give him the role of someone who is depressed, acting, abuser, he will nail it. When you give him a character where he's supposed to show emotions, especially to cry, trust me, I've always sing his praises. So I'm happy that few people are catching up to the fact that he's a very good actor. Here he was this single father who decided to give love another chance after so many years, and the daughter is a standing block. Imagine you found another love and your child say no, so you're torn between being a father and being a boyfriend or a husband. This was a tough decision, and his character was so interesting. I love how he was able to interpret being a good father and trying to be a boyfriend or serious boyfriend as well. The interaction he was having with the daughter was so good, especially when he has had enough of how terrible the daughter is to his new found love. That was so interesting. I love his character. He makes you relate with the character. He makes you feel what he's acting. He makes you feel and relate with his character, and that is how good an actor is supposed to be. When they act, you feel their pain, you feel their emotion that they are feeling, and that is who Anthony Woode is. So I'm happy that he nailed his character here. And then we talk about Dara. Yes, Darasimi. She obviously, a lot of Nollywood viewers actually love this girl, so it's no surprise that she nailed her character as well. She was that enemy between her father and the new love. She, at a point, I was angry at her character again. That means she actually nailed her acting as well. I was like, if I'm this woman, I would have beat the hell out of this small girl. Yay, God, she nailed her character. She was rude, was disrespectful. Look, watching the movie, the girl's character will annoy you, especially if you are in the shoe of this woman. Oh my goodness, the character was a bomb. I love it. She nailed her character so well. The scene where she burned the clothes, when the father gave the clothes or items to her, she acted as if she was, I was like, okay, she's beginning to soften up. Until she bent the glue, I'm like, hey, my goodness. Yeah, she nailed her role. Her acting, her interpretation of how she's not accepting another woman into, her father's house or her mother's memory house. I think that was a good one. I love her character so much. So yeah, that was an interesting movie. So main characters, Sarah and then the father, Anthony Woode, they were my favorite, and that is what I like about this movie. And then the other characters were also good. Stephanie herself, she was very interesting to watch, very soft, understanding, in as much as she had terrible relationship until she was in this one. She gave love a chance. She was very patient. I mean, that was the character she was playing, so I think that was interesting. And then the woman who played her mom too was also very good. The best friend, cousin or brother to Anthony Woode, every other character was pretty decent. Another thing I like about this movie was the wedding scene. That was so good. YouTube do not invest in things like this. They do not. They just skip everything and then tell us they are married and yada yada yada. So I'm happy to see a scene like that. That was a whole production going on there. The reception to the wedding, the speech everyone gave at the wedding, that was relatable. So I love all of that. So kudos to Stephanie. She invested a lot into that scene, and everybody in that scene or in that movie, that particular wedding reception scene look good. So this brings me to costume was also pretty decent, you know. Everyone look really really good, so that is something I like about this movie. Those are the things I like about this movie. Now moving on to what I really do not like about this movie, I'll talk about Dara hairdressing. She is 16 years, and I don't know if I'm mistaken or you know I'm on the right track that she's in the university, not too sure. But 16 years, and the way they dressed her like she was 21, 20 years. So they overdressed her, I think pretty much. They didn't dress her age, so her costume was way overboard, and that's something I didn't really like. The nails was distracting, and that just brings me to Stephanie's dressing as well. The whole jewelry on her face was a little bit distracting. The character she was portraying, she wasn't an artist. She wasn't really this, you know, and with her age and with the way she appeared, I had a problem with that. So that was a little bit distracting all around. I mean, you know, the scenes she looked presentable, other scenes wasn't really a fan of the way she looked. So costume was a hit and miss for me, and this brings me to location was also a hit and miss. Like I said, you know, the wedding scene was really, or reception scene was really good, but the whole housing location was a bit boring for me, guys. That's what I'm saying. It's a hit and miss situation. So that was something that I did not like as well. In all, this movie was actually interesting. Storyline not new, but this was actually done in a very nice way. Rating this movie, I'm going to give it 6/10. Kudos to Dara and Anthony Woode. Recommending this movie, yes, of course, I would definitely recommend. Again, like I said, the storyline is not new. This was actually done in a very good way compared to other ones that we've seen. So kudos to Stephanie, you nailed this production. I loved it. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. I'll see you all in my next movie review.